Duskwood has conquered the various magical towers that surround the Refugee Center, yet 2 of them were elusive. And now, atop this magical academy, she can spy them further than where she originally thought. One to the west and a larger structure far to the northeast, right smack bang in the middle of a river, a challenge to get to, no doubt. So the western tower will come first, and that tower just so happens to be by a cabin housing bandits that have been causing some trouble for the Refugee Center. 2 birds with 1 thunderous hammer. But first, for Dusk, will come rest. She took a number of injuries trying to enter this academy, and so she'll take her time here, studying what she can, while her wounds stitch themselves back together. Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. No hope where before we pop on down. Let's have a look at those towers and where they are right now, as this tower up here and this tower down here weren't where they were meant to be. And so we can see that they've shifted ever so slightly. Their illusory forms now visible to Dusk. We have this tower here, which, as stated, is right by that cabin that has those bandits that we need to take care of inside. And then we have perhaps Dusk's last hope, a magical academy in the middle of the river here, just to the west of Bucksport. Trying to reach this, though, is going to be a challenge in and of itself. We don't really have any riverside dwellings around here, so finding a canoe or a kayak that is operational is going to be difficult. Sure, we could swim across there, but we would need to have no equipment. So that is an option, and honestly, that's probably the most straightforward, easiest way for us to do it. Ditch all of our things somewhere safely, and then, make our way across. As for where that safe place might be, well, I suppose we have a house there. We do have a house that's kind of close as well, or we could just store some things on this forest tile here, but all of that will come after us dealing with this other tower and that cabin. So for now, we work our way downstairs, down to one of the living areas. I guess we don't have to go the entire way down, but then again, getting a nice fire going, I think would help Dusk's mood quite a bit. And for us to access those fireplaces, we are going to have to go right down the very bottom. And once we do have our pain under control, we are going to want to try and see if we can up our strength, so that we can break into the safes that are around here. Not many doors have survived here, but yes, if we make our way up here, we do have this nice little fireplace here. Right now, though, we're at a pretty good temperature, so I feel like if we're lighting a fire, we probably don't want to be hanging out beside it for too long. That, or we'll just take off a fair bit of our equipment. So let's load all these planks into here. There's quite a few planks. The nails don't really need to be in there as well, but here we go. We've happily lit that fire. Our focus is abysmal right now, so we really need to try and see if we can improve that. And we're certainly going to have to take off some things that are making us warm. So I've gone through and removed everything that was giving us warmth before. We can see that we are warm at the moment, so we're a bit above comfortable. At the same time, though, we are sitting right next to the fire, and that will help us. I do wonder if being here still counts as being close. I mean, we are still getting the warmth over here. You know what? We'll probably just try and stay here for a little bit. We will listen to our MP3 player as well to help with our mood. And let's check on our wounds, see if we need to get bandaging, and yeah, sure enough we do. Let's make that very good, and we'll use a regular bandage on our left leg. For everything else, we are just going to use makeshift bandages though. There we go. And alcohol wipes across the board. Neat. Next comes the digitization of all those books that we've got, all the scrolls. We'll even digitize practical pyromancy because we can always pass our device onto someone else to learn from. And of course, we fell asleep right before we finished that. Thanks, Dusk. Okay, we just had pyromancy to go. And with that, okay, that's good. Temperature-wise, we're okay at the moment. We'll use a towel for a little bit of sweat, but our torso is already starting to mend and our pain will be on its way down. But we could probably help that a little bit. I don't think we have any painkillers going currently. No, no we don't. So let's go with some codeine and some aspirin. And now we need to try and learn from those new scrolls that we've got. We'll actually just kind of read straight from them. So we've got Ethereal Grasp, Holographic Transposition, which if we can get that to work for us, I'll be very, very happy. Monetricity, which we already know, and Shutdown. So let's just kind of work through bit by bit. Ethereal Grasp, you're going to be first. Difficulty 3, so we should actually gain focus from reading this because we consider it to be super, super easy to do. All right, there we go. And our focus is looking a lot better after that. We're going to eat these peaches here just to try and get our thirst under control. We will need to get some water from somewhere. There is water down here. We've got purification tablets. We'll be fine. You know what? We'll actually eat the rest of these mulberries as well. There we go. And we are actually starting to feel tired now. So I think we'll push on until we actually have finished these, but we won't go much further than that. So Holographic Transposition, you are next. Excellent. Okay. And are we still getting the benefit of being close to the fire? We aren't. And if we move closer here, it's going to be the same kind of heat, isn't it? Because it's like hot air 1 pretty much all around here. Yeah, we'll be warm, but we'll be happier here. And finally, we have Shutdown to read. All right, that took us a fair bit longer to learn there. It is a little bit later in the evening, but those wounds are already looking so much better. I think when we do sleep tonight, we're going to try and make sure that we get up before dawn. Oh, and we are actually considered to be quite hot now, so yeah. We'll back away from that for a moment, and let's see if we can cast some of these spells that we've learned now. We might not be able to. Valid targets, ally or hostile, so I guess we could cast that on ourselves. We are just going to have to drop that cowboy hat to the ground there, though. Shut down. Ooh. That may actually affect us? I mean, okay, no, we don't seem to be able to target ourselves. Okay, alright, so we will be able to cast it eventually, we just can't cast it right now. Ethereal Grasp, that also may need to target a actual target, yeah. So it does affect an area, which is very cool. 10 damage, and it's also going to kind of grab at things in the area. The higher levels allow for a longer effect. So this could be a really good kind of like 1-2, cast this, get everything grabbed, held in one area, and then fireball them. Yeah, that sounds like fun. And then we have the Holographic Transposition. Where are you? Okay, down here. Allows you to swap places with a previously existing holographic image of yourself. Previously existing, so we may need to create a holographic image of ourselves in another way. Only affects... Oh, hang on. Only affects the monster's hologram. Okay, so we can target things. We can't target ourselves. Like I'm setting target self, but that's not working. Okay, so we'll try and use that against an enemy, see if that will work. For the moment though, we are just going to pop downstairs or... Oh, this is actually a ledge here. Let's not walk off of the ledge. We need to get some water, which is actually going to be easier to grab from here. So let's go pour that into our hydration pack, and we'll use a water purification tablet, make that nice and clean. Okay, we are slaked now, excellent. And I think we'll refill in the morning. For the moment, we are going to try and get some sleep, which is going to be better in an actual bed. We will just go and grab all of our equipment first though. Okay, goodbye fire, you've treated us well. And yeah, we are going to go smash those in the morning. MP3 player is off. We'll probably still put our earplugs in. We could also go downstairs. That might be safer for us. There's a much quieter space down here in this room. Yeah, that'll do. Now, before we go to sleep, we will check in. The beast mutation is still there. That's lasted for such a long time. The second that that's gone, we're going to get some new stuff in our system. Dusk awakes in the cold of this basement, and it's nearly morning. Unfortunately, I didn't set an alarm, but I think she did really need that sleep. We're in minimal pain when we wake up this morning. We were having dreams about hunting in the woods, so we're still feeling very beastly. But we have things to do this morning. So the first thing, actually, you know what? Can we try and use knock on this? Can only open wooden doors. Okay, no, we can't. So let's enhance that strength of ours, and we're going to need a hammer of some kind. So let's go call forth the storm hammer, and let's get smashing. There we go, nice work, Dusk, and we have a grand total of nothing in there. On to the next ones, and okay, we've got some onyx in here, which is actually worth a fair amount. We'll take it. That's going to be pretty light for us to carry. And the next chest. Here we have nothing. I'm relatively sure we didn't have anything else in the tower, but I'm going to just double check that. Oh, sounds like we've got a friend out here. We do. It's a brainless zombie. We'll leave it for the moment. Okay, yep, nothing else here. So we are going to have to deal with this thing outside. Oh, I mean, we don't have to, but we're going to. Oh, wow, we're doing lots of dodging there. And we got it. And our strength has dissipated. Okay, so what I'm probably going to want to try and do is put the storm hammer in our inventory, which we can put it on our webbing belt. That's very, very handy. And then we're just going to get our umbrella out, because the sun is out currently and we're going to need that little bit of extra protection from it. Let's pick from that peach tree, have those for breakfast, and we're probably going to be eating more fruit as we are wandering about. We can see that the sun hasn't fully risen yet. We do have some dead that are here. We're going to start making our way over to the west towards this cabin, but I think it would make sense for us to go for the wizard tower first. So yeah, let's start a moving. And now that we're here in the woods, we are going to make sure that we are going to be doing our auto-harvesting as we're walking around, and I'm just going to be munching on these berries until we are full. Oh, and we fill up quite quickly. Yeah, and we already can't eat anymore. So we will just leave them alone for now, until we get hungrier, that is. And hey, look at that. It's here. The real location of one of those towers. We're going to crack into here and see what we've got. So far, not much, but that might change. Oh, we've spotted a clay golem to the east, so outside somewhere. Well, we can't see them right this second, so let's just carry on. So many condoms in these wizard towers. Oh, we've got a tactical jacket in here and some duct tape. You know what? We're probably going to put the umbrella away for now because we are inside. We should be safe to do so. And we're going to take out our storm hammer. There we go. It's still good for a few more turns. Oh, and we're going to need it, I think. We've got clay golems all around. So let's start swinging here. The 2 plastic golems are down and the clay golem follows. Okay, so I'm guessing we were seeing you. Not much on this floor, huh? Okay. We're seeing the fence down below, and we're seeing golems all around. And, only one of them managed to get an attack in there. The rest of them didn't stand a chance. And yeah, okay, this is a super barren tower. Well, I say that, but no, we have some things up here. Scroll of invisibility, it's Technomancer. Yes. Light cannot be interacted with unless you want it to. Become invisible. That sounds fantastic. Funnily enough, Dusk has had a artifact in the past that made her invisible. It was a very, very long time ago, and okay, even better, this tower's been a gold mine. Bioelectricity, an arcane approach, and the Paladin's Guide to Modern Spellcasting. I think these are both Technomancer books. Well, actually, no, sorry. This is a Storm Shaper one. So a few of them we already know, but there is Superconductor, Electric Eye, and Electric Waves. That sounds like fun. Okay, are we going to be able to grab that? Not right now, but we can digitize these. Let's have a look at this one as well. The Paladin's one. Oh, Smite. Okay, so we've kind of been tiptoeing around the idea of whether or not we are going to become an animist or a magus. A magus, well, that would lead to some great powers, but animists, they also have the secrets of the undead, and that's what Dusk needs more than anything. Smite is pretty tempting, especially if we were to rock the Mage Blade and Mage Armor that's here as well. We already know those two. Over here, can sealer instructions, because I mean, you know, even wizards, they got a can. Over here, Winemaking for beginners and point flare. Okay, unfortunately we already have point flare. That is okay. We can get some more crystallized mana here as well if we start smashing, and we can smash pretty easily here. Okay, we get mana crystals and crystallized mana. We'll just take the crystallized mana for the moment because that's more useful just out of there because we can recharge our fireball wand with that stuff. The mana crystals are still useful though. Okay, so let's see here. We don't necessarily need to bring these with us unless we're wanting to try and sell them, but we are certainly going to want to try and digitize them. So hanging out here by the window, I think we're going to try and see if we can get those put into our e-ink tablet PC. There's a few things that we can store here. Sure, we'll store everything for now. There we go. And something else that we should have a look at is the area around us, which we can now see a lot more of. I do believe that we had a mission up in here somewhere. Unknown recipient, was that it? No? Oh, of course. That is leading us over to Hub 01. No, it was the workstation data, wasn't it, for the doctor? Yeah, oh, we can nearly see where it is. It's underground here. Oh, interesting. We can actually see the location here, solid earth and then basements. So it's a basement of a home that's down here and it's right next to a sewer. Very, very interesting. But yeah, that's more than likely a house entrance into a lab. Right, okay. So we've got books here that we can read from and I think we're going to want to do so. We can spend some time here working on that. That would be great. So, bioelectricity. Let's have a look at this one first of all. So we already know some of these things. Superconductor creates arcs of devastating electric charge in the area around you, roasting everything within. Bad if we have allies. Just good for an AoE attack if we're surrounded. That is very cool. Yeah, the duration can have it lasting for multiple turns and doing a lot of damage. I almost feel like with some of these spells, it makes sense for us to just push as far as we can. Difficulty 6, so I think that's right on where our spellcasting is at the moment. Electric Eye, enhance your sight with powers which allow you to see creatures of the same energy around you. This enhanced perception speed enables you to see more attacks incoming, allowing for additional block or dodge attempts. That is very good. We can see as it goes up level, it does cost less for us to cast. So that's cool to know. And then electric waves. Your hands start to store a vast amount of energy, which you release with each attack. You feel the spell will get stronger with a higher mastery. Your hands start to store a vast amount of energy. Okay, so will that help us with our unarmed combat? Because like this, combined with the Storm Fist, I think could be absolutely deadly. So obviously we need to learn all of these. I think we're going to start with Electric Eye because it's only a difficulty 4, it won't take us anywhere near as long to learn it. Another thing that we can do for spells that are more complex is we can turn off the learning that we would get from reading those spell books. That's if we were trying to maintain our focus. But right now, we've got a lot of focus. I think we can dance around it. We did fall asleep then, unfortunately. But yeah, our spellcraft is nearly at 7. So reading the difficulty 6 spell, I think would help us get there pretty quickly. Now, back to Electric Eye. And we have learnt the spell. It's probably worth us trying to cast it right away. Pretty small failure chance, and it lasts for 12 minutes. It's 440 mana, but yeah, allows us to see creatures of the same energy around you. Oh, that's nice. And it should be even easier for us to cast going forwards now. Now we are a little bit on the hungry side, so we could pop outside, just go munch on some berries before we continue reading. I think that's what we'll do. So we've got our umbrella out. Let's go find what we can. Something died down here. That wasn't us that killed that. There's a giant locust. Okay. And we've got more dead things around here. Let's just make them stay dead. Okay, and we've eaten our fill, so back in we go. Okay, so on to our next spell there. I think we're going to stick with this book for the first part of today. We'll go for Electric Waves because that's still going to keep our focus going up. Excellent. There we go. And we'll try and get that cast. 36% chance of failure. All right, let's give it another shot. And there we go. A powerful energy streams out of your hands. Duration 5 minutes and 31 seconds, at least at level 1. Yeah, so I'm going to be really excited to try out our Storm Fist with this, and then with our Voltaic Strikes as well. Dusk, you are becoming dangerous. Now, for Superconductor, because it is a harder spell, we're going to activate our MP3 player just to assist with our mood to make sure that our focus stays up. Unfortunately, our mood is trending downwards at the moment because we are craving fire, but we're not going to start any, not right now. Let's just see how we go here. And hey, our focus is actually still going up. There we go. Yeah, it soared all the way up to 100. Very nice. Superconductor. Now this is the one that's going to create energy that just arcs around us, lasting for 5 seconds. So it pretty much turns us into a shocker. It's just so cool. Very, very neat. We like that a lot. If we are surrounded, being able to stun creatures like that is great. Quite the storm shaper you are, Dusk. So, we've learned all of the spells in that book now. We're going to move on to invisibility next. There we go. Now, is this going to be like the kind of invisibility in D&D where if you interact with an object or attack, you lose it? Oh, requires a glass shard. Well, I believe we do actually have some on the ground over there. Creates a magical field that hides your visual presence to others, colloquially known as invisibility, but without all the science mumbo jumbo. Attacking a target will break the invisibility. Okay, that's good. So this could also be a very good get out of jail card for us, because if you're invisible, well, they're going to have a hard time striking you. And it also means that we can potentially navigate cities without having to worry about engaging enemies. It does only last 13 seconds though, but that's at level 0, so I imagine it would get better over time. So we've got lots of glass shards down here. I don't know if it consumes it, but we'll find that out together, won't we? So, invisibility, 29% chance of failure. Okay. To the outside world, your body fades away and you cease to exist. Do we still have that glass shard? No, we don't. Okay, so it's going to be worth us keeping some glass shards on us. They're also a very, very easy thing to gather from pretty much anywhere, but very useful spell. Can we see if we still have the effects on though, I'm wondering? Yes, we can. You are invisible. The tricky thing is, will it tell us when it runs out? I hope it will. We just had some more cherries as a snack. Now, okay, Paladin's Guide to Modern Spellcasting. So, Smite. Evil has become pervasive throughout the world. Let your power be the light that shines in the darkness. So, oh, wait, we can just learn that? I figured we were going to get the prompt before. Oh, we get the prompt at the end. So yeah, this would lock us out of Magus, which would serve Dusk very well. At the same time, the Animist tradition is a relatively new school of magical thought formed through combination of many older ways that focus on harmony and connection to the natural world. Dusk has always kind of had that connection, and yeah, I do think that she would have fit quite well as a druid, but perhaps this is a way for her to do that. I know that there are some very good Magus spells. We've already seen a fair few of those, but I think taking her down this path, I think that's going to get her closer to getting her brother back. So I think we accept that it is time now. Dusk, you are an animist, and you now know Smite. And it's doing light damage. We don't have really anything that I think does light damage, so that's useful for us to have. Right now, it costs a lot of mana, but I think we also need to target a hostile with it for it to actually work. So yeah, there's a few things that we need to cast for a first time. And gosh, we are getting pretty seriously warm, aren't we? Yeah, I mean, we're in the height of summer, aren't we? We can remove the flame-resistant hood for now. And I hate to say it, but maybe it's time to put the cowboy hat down. At least for now, Dusk. That does help a little bit. But yeah, we're still sweating a lot up here. So we've kind of learnt everything we can from these books now. I don't think we're missing anything else right at the moment. So then, do we wait until nightfall to try and tackle these bandits? Or do we go now during the day? I mean, honestly, being able to see them from a distance is going to be useful. We can scope the place out, decide what exactly it is that we want to do. I mean, how long is it until nightfall? Night is in 2 hours and 42 minutes. We could spend a little bit longer up here just studying. You know what? Yeah, maybe that's going to be more reasonable. I think we're going to put some more time into electric waves. Alright, and it's currently too dark to read, so we're going to head outside, read on a little longer. Oh, are you kidding me? Suddenly, we register a buzzing in our sensors. Yes, let's stop studying. A freaking portal storm has started, and because we're up in the air, the center of the storm is up in the air. Now, it may shift, it may move, I don't know. Oof. I think we need to make a move on that place right now. We are going to drink back some water, first of all. Our calorie intake is okay, but it could be higher than it's at the moment. Okay, let's close everything up. We both have the book and don't have the book. We've got some strange things going on at the moment with the book that we were reading. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going... Oh, we're dragging it around. Don't mind me. I'm fine. Okay, but we are going to have to go out there. We're going to have to go out into the storm. We're not going to cast any magic right now. I do think that the sun is low enough that it shouldn't be burning us. We'll find out though, right? We are getting bloody warm though, eh? Alright, well, we're going to change our fighting style on over to Tai Chi, and let's start moving in the direction of that cabin. That storm, the center of it is right over our head at the moment. It has started moving around, but I think it's going to stay on that upper level, so I don't think that we're going to be able to enter the center of the storm unless it somehow changes levels, which right now I don't know if that's going to happen. Okay, so let's be super wary around here because there is the chance that we might encounter landmines. I don't know if our perception is going to be reduced because of the storm. We do have light though, so that is helping us, and we've spotted a buried landmine to the north. Where exactly to the north? Because I'm not seeing one right now. We can see a cotton patch and a cigarette butt, but we've seen one to the north, apparently. I'm just going to wait here just for a little bit and just step kind of cautiously because, yeah. Oh, we can hear a voice whispering from behind. What's the rush? Well, that's not terrifying. Okay, we have spotted a landmine up here, buried. Okay, so I don't know where that other landmine was that we spotted, so we're going to just kind of navigate around this place. Okay, yep, no, the storm is going, and there's smoke everywhere. Oh, and we've found the presents. I wasn't anticipating this, and we find ourselves in tomorrow, somewhere different. Yes, we're trapped in somewhere. So we're going to turn on our light and Dusk is going to start navigating this, and we know how this goes. There is a chance for Dusk to get something from this place, but she needs to navigate to the end multiple times through this mind maze, and we need to get past things like twisting blades that can reduce our stats, and right now that's the last thing that we want. But we're going to be going through this whole segment as many times as I think I can before I start to lose it, and we will hopefully get something good out of this. Last time we did actually get a portable portal that I didn't realize, so I'm going to have to really scrutinize our inventory after we leave here. I'm also going to need to make sure that we have enough space in our inventory, so I'm probably going to leave some things in the void here. Okay, I have no idea how many times we've been through at this stage, but I'm going to make sure that we create some space for ourselves now because we are going to be jumping out of here. As much as I am pained to leave scrolls behind, we already have them digitized, and we know that they don't really sell for all that much. So here they shall remain, or maybe they'll drop back down to the ground. Either way, we have no idea where we are. So let's look at getting out of here. Our intelligence has dropped down a lot from where it usually is. That's why we're not really noticing the effects of being here as much, I suppose. But usually we have an intelligence of like 18. It's 10 at the moment. And I think that's from getting slashed by that creature. So a strange item comes back with you. You are now safely back in the apocalypse. So let's see what came back with us. Oh, unstable rift. That's totally what it is. Okay, this defies easy description. It feels solid, but the surface is yielding. Looking at it, you have a strange desire to call it a door. So this is very similar to what we had received before. So the way that I understand it, this can be a way to get yourself out of a bad situation in combat. Say if we were grabbed, if it was looking like we were going to die, it can get us to somewhere that's safe, where we can try and, get some buffs going, maybe reload our weapons and stuff like that, and then be dropped back in. So it seems like a random spatial distortion. Sure. I felt like we had something like a portable portal before. It could have been unstable rift. I cannot remember off the top of my head, but okay, we can see that light is dying right now, and, okay. We still have a job to get done here, so I don't know how we want to try and go about this. No landmines by the front right now, so that's good. That's going for us. Okay. Let's take some precautions. We are going to get momentum. Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. We're in unmanageable pain at the moment, so we will need to try and take something of that before we try and go in here. We're going to take some codeine, and if we could get the pain suppression going, that would be great, but I don't think that's going to happen, so we might have to just rely on our magical abilities at the moment. And you know what? Just in case, well, I guess we could go throwing knives. It really depends what we are facing. And honestly, I think it might be worth us just waiting for the light to fully leave. Let's have a look at this vehicle. It's a technical. Okay. We can check the rear of it. We don't seem to be able to get onto that seat right now, and I think it might be because of the backpack that's floating along with us. That's a nice jerry can right there. And yeah, the light is pretty much entirely gone right now. Do we have anything that's lighting us up at the moment? It could just be the last light. That's entirely possible. We're going to use a towel again. Okay. All right. So we're going to crack this thing open. Let's see what we got. Oh, we can't see much. I don't like... Oh my god. Okay. I don't know how they can see us so well. Holy sh... We are so lucky to be alive right now. Multiple rounds reflect off of the torso of Dusk. Let's close that frickin' door. Okay, let's get on the other side of the vehicle just so that we have some form of cover. We are going to go crouch down. We're okay. Wow. Yeah, they were certainly saying some stuff to Dusk there. Okay, so they can see really well in the darkness. That, or there is more light flooding in from the outside than I realize. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. You know what? I just had an idea. I had a devious idea. Okay, we need to be very cautious because we know that there are landmines around the back here. Okay, this is a log cabin. Log cabins, they're very flammable. And we have a lighter. Let's go set this thing alight. We're going to start at this corner here for now. Light a few different spots. Oh, and that's great. We're hearing another voice from behind us. Running won't help you. Yeah, now, what's interesting about that is it's almost a manifestation of what Dusk is thinking right now. Running won't help you. The bandits, they're not going to be able to get out of this situation alive. Running will not help you. You will have nowhere to run. Your cabin is on fire from the outside, and they won't realize that. They won't know right away, not until it's too late. And so we're going to set every corner of this place alight. Let's go burn here as well, just like so, getting multiple walls on fire. And I do want to try and get over here. We managed to make it kind of close without encountering any landmines, but okay, maybe we just go here. Are you sure you want to... There's a fireplace adjacent. well, that's fine, but no, we want to burn this cabin down. So yeah, no, we want to get that fire going. And sure, let's light the tree on fire as well. And that's all going to start to burn. We're going to go around to the other side that we took out, or that we started the burn on. I am still a little nervous about there maybe being landmines around here, so I want to try and keep... we are hearing some noise. Oh yeah, they're saying call the fire department. Wait, they're dead. Yes, they are. Or we can already start to hear things maybe collapsing inside, it sounds like. Yep, the fire is certainly spreading. So let's move back here for now. We're going to turn safe mode on, and we're going to wait a while. We're going to wait 5 minutes and just see what happens. Hostile survivor has been spotted. Okay, so we can now see Lethia Greenfield. We can see it all the way down the bottom here. There is no way out, Lethia. She is hostile, she's attacking to kill, she's unaware of us right now, but she is wielding a Springfield rifle. And she's got pretty freaking good equipment on at the moment. So at this kind of distance, what can we do? Not much. Not much, really. We can keep safe mode turned on. There's a chance that we're going to see her again. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Roofs are collapsing, smashing to the ground. Dusk, she gets the job done. I don't think that there is a way out for them here. Oh, yep. We can already see Lethia's remains down here, and I'm pretty sure that she is going to burn away. We can't be certain. There's also a small possibility that they are actually still alive in the bottom left of the property here. Let's just see. Oh boy, wow, it's really torn through here, and it's going to be a little difficult for us to see through the smoke. Oh, we can see Lloyd. Where are you? Oh, he's outside. He actually managed to make it out of the fire. He's an elf. Okay, Lloyd. Unaware of us, huh? Okay, so if we go around the south, we may be able to get to Lloyd. Yeah, we are still going to want to try and be a little cautious here, Dusk, because there is going to be light near the light, and we already know that he can see pretty well in the dark. Oh, wow, you can see me from here? Yeah, but you've just got a pistol, so that's not going to do all that much. I do wonder, what is the kind of distance that we can get on our wand of fireballs? Or alternatively, we do have the magic missile one as well, don't we? Yeah, minor wand of magic missile. I honestly think that might be what we want to try and go with here. Okay, he can't see us right now. What is the range? Good, but not good enough. Oh my gosh, he's standing right next to a landmine. I mean, I have an idea. I don't know if it's a good one. I can also see that he's on the move. He's running right now. Okay, where are you running to, buddy? I don't like that we can't see as well as him. Okay, so we're going to get behind this tree here. We're going to turn on the light. We're going to peek around the corner. Okay, so he's up there at the moment, currently wielding an aluminium can. Okay, he dropped his pistol. I think he was trying to eat, possibly. Where are you now? Oh, he is on the run. Dusk, we need to make sure that we keep up here. Okay, let's activate the wand. Can we get you? Cast at the darkness? Yes, okay, that hit. It hit for 7 damage. That's not very good. Again, 6 damage. Yeah, we need to do better than that. And we most certainly can. Let's move around the corner here, try and get into a better position than we're in right now. Peek around that corner. Where did he go? We can't let him get away right now. Okay. Yeah, he's on the move. Let's put the wand away for the moment. Dusk, you need speed. Wind running. Bolstered by the wind, let's move. Running as fast as she can. Dusk has tracked him. He's currently unaware of us. How? He couldn't see us behind the tree. Dusk lashes out. Horns and fists. Again and again she strikes until Lloyd is no more. Oh boy. Okay. What do we got here? An energy cola, starting to get more than a little warm, and that orange soda too. So there were 3 bandits that were down there. We need to make sure that we have gotten all of them. All right. Dusk has had a drink. Let's move back down towards those flames. We do need to be aware that landmines may explode. Also, it doesn't look like you're going to come back to life, right? No. At least not from what we can see. Yeah, thoroughly pulped. Okay. I mean, we didn't see any other life forms here, right? Speaking of, I do wonder if the magical eye could help us here. I don't know if it highlights living things. Oh no, okay, yeah, there we go, we can see them. So, the first is here, left here, Greenfield, and over here, Emil Fowler, who, yeah, surely you are going to burn up here. I mean, the cabin is absolutely gone at this stage. So, kill bandits. Let's see what our marker is on now. Okay, back at the refugee center. So, we can go back, we can turn the quest in. Dusk, you have done what needs to be done here, and you managed to weather a storm like no other. Well, actually, I mean, the portal storm wasn't all that bad. We've already got our intelligence back at the moment, which is kind of wild. Yeah, really, we're feeling okay. Also, having a look at our spellcraft, it is still on 6 at the moment, and I don't think it went up in percentage, so I'm guessing it only grows when you're trying to do something that's of a difficulty higher than the level that you have. So if we're studying 6 and we are at level 6 spellcrafting, we're still going to get focus gain because we're not using focus, actually trying to improve that skill. Yeah, okay, so what else do we have around here? A supply drop. Okay, I think we check that out before we go back to the refugee center. Let's make a move. No, wait. Okay, we've got more than one. There's another one up here as well. I guess it kind of makes sense that there would be some by this refugee center. Also, easy for this evac shelter here. I'm guessing this is where most of the people came from that went to the refugee center. All right. Here's the stuff. And it looks like it's pretty wrecked. They're all damaged. I mean, there is just shrink wrapping all over the show. So I'm imagining that most of them have already been pretty well broken into, or maybe not. There's a lot of clean water in there. Okay. I mean, if we can find actual food, we'll try and bring that back with us. There's lots of soap bars. Oh my gosh, pieces of cardboard. And protein rations. I mean, we'll grab the protein rations if we can. And the pieces of cardboard, how many do we need for Dave? 40 small cardboard boxes. Wow, that's not going to help. Okay, well, with enough duct tape, we could make that many, like very easily. So that is possible for us to do. We might not have to worry about doing that though. Yeah, I'm just going to go around the rest of the stuff here, see what we got going on. Yeah, there's pieces of cardboard everywhere. We've got an active backup generator here as well, which is good. I think we're going to find that at pretty much every one of these sites, really. And there's just bottles all over the show. Okay, let's check out this next one. So kind of the same story here. It's been pretty well picked over. Lots of clean water, lots of protein ration bars, which is good. That's kind of what we need right now. But we're only going to eat those right before we're about to go to sleep because they're going to make us kind of miserable. Oh, 27? Okay, I mean, look, we can try and bring, we've got 17 of them there. That's going to be good for our friends up the front. Yeah, another active backup generator here as well. Good. All good stuff. Ooh, a Diplosaurus nest here as well. I mean, if there is an egg there, if there's an egg, we could eat that right now. Hi, are you friendly? Oh, you're pretty hurt. You killed a, zombified dog. Well, good for you, buddy. Okay, yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of dinos here. Do we have eggs? No. No, it doesn't look like it, because there are a ton of hatchlings here, so I'm guessing everything that they did lay has already hatched by now. So many feathers for days. Yeah, okay, well, I think we'll just look at carrying on, huh? Back through the fence we go. Alright, Dusk, not far now. Ooh, and we've got an Ashen Brawler here. Well, you're a little close to home. Alright, let's see if we can take you out from a distance. We are going to activate our throwing knife bag and start hurling knives at you from a distance. We missed that first one. Let's try another. Okay, it avoids our projectile. Damn. Yeah, okay, you're pretty dodgy. There we go. Hit it in the head for 18 damage. Good job, Dusk. We are probably going to need to move back in just a moment. Did it? Wow, it's got a really far reach. It was a grazing hit, but our throwing skill is up at 9? We had a 9 in throwing? I didn't realize that. That's impressive, Dusk. Okay, we've got 3 more attempts here. Oh, good hit, 25 damage. And then of course we do have the other throwing bag that we can activate, but it's a little bit difficult to do so because it doesn't quite register that it's there. There's a weird thing going on with that. Right, another miss. Okay, so we move back just that little bit further, and let's see. So it's saying right now, oh, you can't activate that. Yeah, we can. We can activate this right down there. We just need to open it up each time. All right, move back further and throw it. Grazing hit for 5. Okay, I mean, minor bleeding. Here we go. Nope. I mean, it doesn't seem like waiting makes any difference. We did get a grazing hit though. Another miss. Here we go, Dusk. Nope. And we've got 2 more tries here. All right, on to the last try. And that's another miss. So we're going to get further back, and then we're going to go put our mask on. We get it on just in time. And then just to try something different, we're going to activate our scabbard. We're going to draw out our sword. Yeah, the cavalry saber. We can't use our Tai Chi with it, but we can use brawling, I believe. Yep, so let's charge in towards this thing. There it is. We quickly strike it for 20 damage there, instinctively dodging back. Good job, Dusk. Good job. And with that now exploded, it would have made a fair bit of noise. If there are zombies around here, they will start coming for that. And, oh, we still have... Yeah, I thought I saw that. It says 9,000, it was 9,000 turns remaining on the magical throwing knife. So sometimes, I guess there's a chance it can last for like a lot longer. Yeah, let's activate our scabbard, put that back away for the moment, and let's head inside. Oh, and it is good to be home. Now, point of warning to any of you that are currently playing Cataclysm. If you are going to be playing on experimental, you need to have no NPC needs activated. I had to edit the mod list for this save to add it in because, yeah, these NPCs were starving. They were all going to die unless we intervened. Now, obviously it makes sense if the beggars are starving, but I mean everyone. So the mystery of what happened at the Forge of Wonders, everyone starved to death. But that's not the law. That's just the technical reason behind it all. But yeah. So we have to watch out for that in the future. Now, Dino Dave, you are going to have to wait for the cardboard boxes at least a little while yet. All of our equipment is still down here, or it should be. Excellent, okay, it's just waiting for us. Let's go talk to the old guard up here and see if we can hand in this quest. Devon, have you completed your mission? Justice has been served. Well, the old guard thanks you for eliminating the criminals. You won't be forgotten. If you're interested, I do have another job for you. So, payment. We could be taught something, we could go for items. Let's talk about teaching and see what we have here. We could learn a little bit about devices, but honestly, the teaching isn't ever really all that worth it. Like, we could get 16% on shotguns or, 7% on devices. Well, not even that, it's 6%. We'll say never mind for now, and maybe just have a look at items instead. We can see everything that they've got going on at the moment. They don't really have all that much. Yeah, you know what? Thanks is enough. So let's see what the job is then. Task is going to require a little more persuasive skill. I believe the Hell's Raiders have an informant here to monitor who comes and goes. I need you to find out who it is and deal with them without letting anyone else know of my suspicions. We normally allow the free merchants to govern themselves, so I would hate to offend them. Interesting, an informant here. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you. Please keep this discreet. Yeah, got any advice? If they draw first blood, their friends are less likely to blame you. Right, yeah, so let them attack us first. Sure, difficult to do if they have like a shotgun. But yeah, cool, thanks. So, who could the informant be? It could really be anyone. Let's start talking to people though. I mean, I think the guards are just going to be guards. There is Luna here who is a merc. Oh, who we can hire? Interesting. Huh. Okay. I suppose the thing is, if we go around and start just kind of like questioning people like this, there is the chance that there will be some kind of dialogued prompt that will inform us that, hey, something is up with this person. Josu. Hello. Is there anything that I can do to help? I don't have any jobs for you. Sure, right. Are there any rules that I should follow while I'm inside here? Well, no, mostly. Just don't go around robbing others or starting fights and you'll be all set. Also, don't go into the basement. Outsiders aren't allowed in there. Why not? I mean, we know it's there. That's where everyone else is kept, but yeah. In short, we had a problem when a sick refugee died and turned into a zombie. We had to expel the refugees, and most of our surviving group now stays in the basement to prevent it from happening again. Unless you really prove your worth, I don't foresee any exceptions to that rule. Right, okay. So, who is everyone around here? Most are scavengers like you. They now make a living by looting the cities in search of anything useful: food, weapons, tools, gasoline. In exchange for their findings, we offer them a temporary place to rest and the services of our shop. I bet some of them would be willing to organize resource runs with you if you ask. Right, okay, thanks, buddy. Before we do anything else, well, we're going to take our mask off because I just realized we still have this on at the moment. We're going to go and give at least 2 bars to everyone that's here. So, something to eat. Oh, yeah, no, that's right. Yusuke is all good for food, all right. Protein rations, there we go. Yeah, no, I'm fine to hand that over. And handsome over here as well. Here you go, Dino Dave. And finally, Rena. Excellent. Okay, so that's that. I'm just going to go through, talk to every kind of guard that we see, and just, see if I can notice anything that seems off about them. Oh, okay. Lester. Keep to yourself and you won't find any problems. Have you seen anyone that might be hiding something? Like what? Like they could be working for someone else? You're new here. Who the hell put you up to this crap? Well, okay, we don't really have a lot of chance here. Dusk isn't too good socially, even though she has like all these need for social things now. She's not good at talking to people. She grew up in a freaking lab after all. I mean, we could try. Got something to hide? Oh, okay. Telekinesis check? Try to rip Lester Schofield's weapon away. I've never seen any interaction like that before in a text log. That's it, you're dead. All right, Dusk, try and rip that weapon away. Oh, yep, there we go. We managed. I mean, we could try and intimidate. Nah, I think we'll just leave it at that. You may be attacked. I mean, yeah, sure. We know that's going to happen. Okay, he's hostile. He's angry. I'm going to wait until he takes a strike. He's running. He's just running now. Oh, crap. He's trying to get out. I mean, he's... Oh, no. Oh, no. I am concerned that if we attack him, everyone else is going to get aggressive towards us. Oh, boy. Well, there's only one way to find out, right? Let's do this old school. We're going to go for force shove, and we are going to try and push Lester against the wall there. Managed to shove him to the ground, and we did some pretty good damage to him at the same time. We're going to try and see if we can follow that up with a mind hammer. Oh, okay, the other guards, they've just jumped in. So yeah, we will stop casting. Kitty over here started assisting us. Thank you, Kitty. I appreciate that. Dusk, it's time to move in and strike. Oh, gnarly. That was Dusk's horns there. She faked a strike at Lester and then effectively pinned him against the wall with her horns. Lester falls to the ground, dead. Now, did we get the right person? Well, maybe. Let's bloody well hope so. Kitty, thank you very much. Good evening. Welcome to our safe zone. Yeah, and good evening to you too. Oh boy. Yeah, messy. Let's go close over these here and oh, yeah, something is going to need to be done with that body. Okay. Well, let's... I'm worried about moving it because it's like, I don't know if this will be seen as stealing if we try and move anything. So right now, let's just Yeah, smash the body, make sure it's not going to come back to life. I'm sure they'll deal with that eventually. It's time to report back. Hey, Devon, you deal with the rat? Justice has been served. Thank you. I'll do the explaining if anyone else asks about it. If you're interested, I do have another job though. Alright, well, we're not going to ask for payment. Let's just see what we can do here. I don't usually hear much from Command, but we got a message by radio recently. You might be the right choice to look into it for me. There have been reports of weird robots and things wandering around since things went south. Don't know how, but apparently Command tracked down what they think's the source. They want someone to go check out who is making these and if we can get any tech or assistance from them. This is strictly Rycon. Do you understand? Could be a hostile entity, so do not engage directly. Report back to me when you found something. Okay, I'll do it. And if I had to take a guess, I would say that we are probably going to be dealing with Hub 01 here. Find source of the robots. Well, I don't see a mission marker. Oh, actually, no, that's a lie. There is one. It is up towards the northeast. Oh man, how far? How far? Oh my gosh. It's the Exodi. And they're so far away. Well then, that is interesting. That's where the Exodi are based, and it is just, I honestly, I do kind of enjoy just how vast everything is in this playthrough. I mean, that's just wild. It's not quite as far as we had to go to reach the refugee center here, but it's still a significant distance. And at some point, we still need to make it back to Hub 01. And that other farm is all the way back near where we started, so yeah, we are going to need to figure out a fast way to move across the map here. I'm hoping we'll unlock some of those secrets soon. Next for Dusk, though, comes that magical academy out on the water, and she's going to have to swim to that. Her biomancer abilities will certainly help her, and now that she's an animist, we're going to have to keep an eye out for more texts to do with that as well. As ever, I thank you all for joining me for yet another episode, and I thank you for your continued support of this series. And so, I ask you all, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon, you have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.